What's going on, guys? So this will be my second video I'm making today. The first video was a Mirkgard priest jump tutorial, so if you guys want to go check that out if you're curious on how to do the jump, and it's something you can actually do by yourself, and it's best to do it with a group. But anyway, that's irrelevant. Right now, this video is about the market and what I think people should be buying and how I think people should be making gold and how I've been making gold. I don't have that much gold. I only have 5,000, but I mean, like, it's so hard to kind of measure yourself nowadays to like streamers and people who know life the game, because so many people get so much stuff gifted to them. And I'm not saying it as like a hater. It's just kind of like hard to use big streamers as a measuring stick for your progress in games. And so I don't know. I think I'm poor, but I've been doing a lot of things. I've been buying a lot of gear. I've been spending a lot of money and making a lot of money. So I just want to give some people some advice. I think I constantly am making money on my stream. If you ever open my New World stream, you'll see just coins rolling into my bag. Right now, my auctions are pretty stable right now. Yeah, I have 93 active, so I just set them up. But I wanted to clear up a couple for this video. Because a lot of people might be wondering how it works in this game, right? Like how you make money. So first things first, right? One thing I hate is that gear in your inventory in this game breaks if you die. Like, so it's just really AIDS. So you click this little repair all button, and this button you actually have to kind of be careful when you press it, because it can get pretty fucking expensive later on in the game. So, you know, just make sure you have the items that you want to sell repaired. I have like backup items that I don't really need repaired right now. And the nice thing about repairs in this game, or I guess it's not really the nice thing, but you could just do it at the click of a button. And I don't know, man, it's just such a chore. Like, durability in video games has just digressed so much in it's just so like sad. And it's like they should just honestly they could take durability out of the game. I know people have been talking about that on Reddit and stuff, and it's like I don't want to make the game easy and casual, but it's just like, this is really not like, it's just a sink, you know what I mean? It's literally just like I hit tab. Anyway, I'm getting on a tangent. Anyway, sorry about that. So in this game, right, it's similar to World of Warcraft, where the name of this item is Round Shield of the Sentry, right? And each item has its own affix at the end of this item. And so in WoW, for example, right, of the bear would typically be like strength, stamina. Of the tiger would be like agility, stamina, or so you get what I mean. And so there's a lot of different variations of that in this game. And Sentry is one that is very good for tanks. So this is a shield. So it's obviously something tanks would want, right? But if you read the enchants, you generate 12% less threat. You take less stamina. So that's a bad enchant, right? Let's cross that off the mark real quick. You generate 12% less threat. That's not something a tank would typically want, right? But then the other two enchants are pretty good for tanking. So you're going to look at like how many people are selling this item. So it's a 5-10 item level. It's purple. It's pretty. So you're going to see a lot of people selling. This is a spell sword one. So this is strength intelligence. So it's selling for 50, right? This one's cleric, constitution, focus. That's healing stats. That's not that good. So this one's constitution, focus. But also, it's like people check out the enchant. So you got to remember, like, mine doesn't have a great enchant on it, right? But you kind of can just, you kind of have to play the market a little bit. So things are selling right now. The thing is, this item is really cheap, right? You think like, wow, this is an epic item. It's only 50 gold, because nobody is really making gold in this game right now. And I'll kind of get into that in a little bit. But so right now, I think is definitely the time to buy, right? That's one point I definitely wanted to make in this video, is like, if it's pretty easy to come across gold just by playing the game. There's no, like, what people mean by there's no like gold farms is that there's no boosting service, like in classic WoW, for example, right? Like, people can't level a mage and then boost people through dungeons and get paid on that mage in this game, right? That doesn't exist. I think if the devs were to add things like this, I think this about pretty much every like thing in this game, like quality of life or things like that, gold farms, is that it should be tied into PvP. It should have drawbacks that can be, broken through PvP. I think if this is like, everybody kind of agrees that they need to incentivize PvP more in this game. And the way that they should do it, in my opinion, is through adding events like a caravan. But that might be an entirely different video. I'm kind of getting off topic a lot in this video, but it's pretty self-explanatory, right? So this shield is really good still because it's got 12 constitution, which is a pretty big tanking stat. And the other shields that are up on the market don't have as much constitution. and people aren't really gonna read, or even people might even read like the enchant wrong, right? They might think, oh, you generate less threat, or they might read it like quickly, right? You have to take that into account too. People are dumb, and you see the other ones, they kind of don't have as high of a gear score, so that kind of takes into account too, because that's the stats on the shield, right? Like the stats that are like damage, critical strike chance, stuff like that. How much blocking stability you have. It's like, it's different pretty much on every shield. I guess blocking stability doesn't change, but other things do minorly. So people are kind of looking out for the gear score as well. I've never been a gear score hunter. I've always been the type of guy that I just stats, you know what I mean? Stats. So you can kind of put this one up maybe for 200. So I don't put them up for a long time, especially items, right? Because the price fluctuates so much, especially right now. So 7 days, even 3 days sometimes. I think this shield will sell pretty quick, but and I think it's a good price for it, honestly. So I'm just gonna put it up for 7 days. I could have honestly sold this for more, but that you come through so many. So that's another thing, right? So why is everything so cheap right now? It's because the Mirkard Priest farm that I showed you in my other video is what a lot of people are doing. A lot of Zergs on my server with the biggest companies, and I see this on streamer servers that are, you know, very sweaty as well. They're all doing some version of a late game mob farm with a Zerg, and they just come across so many items doing this, and so they're trying to offload their stock. And if you really dig deep in the market, you can really find some good deals, right? Obviously there's a lot of people posting shit that's very overpriced now, but if you really dig, right, and you really like look for things that are upgrades, or you look for gear that you think you could resell at a higher price, this is the best way to make gold right now in this video game. Playing the market 100%. And so it's kind of just like a I don't know, it's hard for me to kind of tell you guys what exactly is good and what exactly is bad. This kind of takes research, and it's like every server's market's going to be different. I recommend using the market in Everfall because that's the most popular in every server, and the biggest company typically owns Everfall for that reason, because they just fucking farm the taxes. But yeah, sorry, I had to take a sip of water. That's really it. This video, it might not be a big tutorial to a lot of people, but it's just kind of how this game works. It's very, towards the late game, it kind of becomes Diablo-esque in the way the item drops work and the stats, and I like that, but also the crafting is very big, and a lot of crafting items are BOP, so you have to keep that in mind as well. The best items in the game can't even be bought on this market, so the market to a good player is solely a tool that is used to make money. And if you can find ways to play the market on your server, or that's the best possible way to make money right now, until devs start adding ways that like players can make fuck tons of gold, because I have a feeling that'll be coming at some point. You know, a lot of people do complain that there are no real ways to farm gold in this game. There's only professions, and everybody's making shit, but nobody has the money to buy each other's shit, right? So like I said, if you do have money and you want to try a lot of different builds like me, right? For example, I bought some mage items earlier, like a couple days ago, and I keep it in my storage over here in a Mountain Home Outpost, right? And it was actually pretty shocking to me, because I have this, the Band of Ocean's Oath. I got it my first time I ran the Dynasty Dungeon, and it's the only time I ran the Dynasty Dungeon. And that's actually like the Bis Mage ring. I didn't know that, but yeah, apparently a lot of people spam this dungeon over here, Dynasty, my bad, for that ring. And I got it my first run, my first and only run. So I was actually pretty lucky. And then I also got lucky with some other mage drops. So I decided, you know what, dude, whatever. I may as well just get a mage set. And so that's kind of what I did. And I have it all in my Mountain Home Outpost. And yeah, I mean, that's kind of just like things I've been doing. And I think that's probably the best thing you can be doing to make gold, and be playing the game and be trying different things and finding different ways to have fun playing the game, right? It's a new world. So you actually have to go out and kind of do that. But yeah, I know this video is not really much, but I just think that people... Oh, dude, look at that. That's the content I'd want to know how to do in endgame. Excellent video, dude. Look at that. You need a company that really boosts your morale as well. So, yeah. I think this video, it's pretty simple, but I think every server is different, and my servers, I don't know, I've been picking through these, and it's going to be kind of hard to just go through in like one video and find things. But, you know, look at things with the affinities, or the affixes they have, sorry, and try and find good deals on armor or things that you could flip maybe, and that's honestly the best way to make gold in this game right now. So I hope you guys are having a good day. I hope you guys all have a good weekend. If this is the last time I'll see you, I plan on making some more videos this weekend, so if you want to come stop by, check them out. I'll also be streaming a lot, and all the links to that stuff are be in my description. Thank you guys for hanging out, and yeah, later.